Chosen ones, I invite you to tune in and open your hearts. What I have to share is a sacred truth meant for those who understand their divine purpose. If you feel a stirring within, know that you're not here by chance. Let's explore together the insights that will illuminate your journey ahead. As we stand on the brink of this message, know that today's truth isn't just a reminder, it's a powerful revelation. Chosen ones. This sign means you're about to leave this world. Stop worrying. This insight carries a depth that speaks directly to your calling and existence. There's a reason you felt that inner pull, that deep sense of purpose, as if the universe has been preparing you for something profound. This message isn't about fear. It's an invitation to step fully into your power and destiny. The signs around you, often unnoticed, are guiding you to this understanding. Stay present, for this journey resonates deeply with your soul's calling. Chosen one, if you're here, it's no accident. Subscribe and turn on notifications to join the Kingdom Calls family. Subscribe to ensure you never miss the divine wisdom crafted to uplift and guide you forward on your sacred path. In every spiritual journey, especially for those who identify as chosen ones, there arises a moment of profound tension, an inner conflict between staying grounded in the familiar and heeding the call towards something beyond. This feeling, this sense of being on the verge of something transformative, is not merely a passing emotion but rather a sign of a deeper shift. This shift isn't random, it's intentional, divinely orchestrated to prepare and elevate you to a new understanding of your purpose. And though it can feel unsettling, this experience invites you to look inward, to trust that God has been guiding you all along, aligning you with a purpose so profound that it calls for a complete surrender to His timing and direction. The heart of this experience often involves feeling as though you are leaving or moving beyond the world as you know it. But it's important to understand that this isn't about a literal departure. Instead, it's a shedding of the limitations and fears that have held you back. Spiritually, it's about entering a state where the material distractions, the constant need for validation, and the fears that once seemed so significant begin to fall away. You are being invited to step into a higher plane of consciousness, one where your connection to God becomes the guiding force of every decision, thought, and action. This transition isn't easy, and it requires that you lean on faith in ways you may not have before. But this too is part of the journey, one where God's presence grows ever stronger as you learn to release your old attachments and trust in His greater plan. As you walk this path, you may encounter a powerful emotional challenge, the fear of letting go of what you know and stepping into the unknown. This fear can sometimes feel like doubt, and you may question whether you're truly being called or if you're merely imagining this pull towards something beyond. However, these feelings are normal, a natural part of the transformative process. It's a call to examine not only what you are leaving behind, but also what you are stepping into. God asks you to have faith in His plan, which often defies human logic. You may not understand why certain people, places, or habits are no longer meant to be part of your life, but trusting that they serve their purpose and that new experiences are being prepared for you can be a source of strength. Another aspect of this journey is the isolation that can accompany such a profound change. Often, chosen ones find themselves feeling misunderstood, even isolated, because the shifts they are experiencing internally don't align with the values or beliefs of those around them. You may find that the things you once bonded over with friends or family no longer resonate. This can be disorienting, leading you to question your place in the world and whether your journey is leading you away from the people and things you once loved. But this feeling of isolation is a sacred invitation. God is drawing you closer, pulling you into a place where His voice is clearer, unhindered by the noise of the world. In these moments, when you feel most alone, recognize that this is God's way of inviting you into a deeper relationship with Him. This experience of leaving is also a lesson in trust and surrender. As humans, we often crave control and clarity, desiring a blueprint of what lies ahead. But the path of a chosen one isn't always revealed in its entirety. It's often a journey that unfolds one step at a time. God asks that you surrender the need for certainty and instead lean into the unknown with a heart full of faith. Trusting in God's wisdom and timing is an active choice, a commitment to surrender to the divine path set before you. Though the way forward may seem unclear, God's purpose is unwavering, guiding you through each doubt, every question, and all new phases of your journey. As you grow in awareness, you may notice life around you beginning to realign. Relationships may shift, opportunities may change, and even your own goals may evolve. These changes aren't losses but refinements, adjustments designed to create space for new connections and opportunities that resonate with your transformed self. Letting go of what you once held dear can be challenging, but remember that God's plan is one of growth and elevation, guiding you to your highest purpose. As you release the old, a profound peace, a gift from God, settles within, reminding you that you're exactly where you need to be. God's love, guidance, and strength accompany each step, offering assurance that every moment has divine meaning. Trust that this unknown journey is rich with purpose, filled with growth, and illuminated by God's light. In each spiritual journey, especially one marked by the calling of a chosen one, there are moments that test faith, resilience, and understanding in ways you may never have anticipated. These moments often carry a depth that goes unnoticed until they pass, leaving behind a sense of growth and insight that only reflection can fully reveal. The path you walk is not ordinary. It's a continuous unveiling, an unfolding process through which God brings you closer to His presence, purpose, and peace. This journey doesn't always reveal itself in clear, defined steps, but rather as a series of invitations, gentle and sometimes challenging nudges to go deeper, to trust more, and to let go of what you thought defined you. As you navigate this path, there are subtle, transformative shifts taking place within you, even when you may not see them clearly. These shifts don't occur overnight, nor do they present themselves with immediate clarity. Instead, they unfold gradually, often through periods of waiting or silence. This silence, rather than being empty, holds a profound richness. It's a time when God's voice speaks not in words, but in quiet, guiding your heart towards what it needs to understand and accept. Waiting, then, becomes a tool for deepening your relationship with God, a time to build trust and faith in His unseen plans. This period of stillness is a form of preparation, a sacred space where the strength of your spirit and the clarity of your purpose begin to take root. In these quieter times, you may find yourself confronting doubts or fears, not as signs of weakness, but as opportunities to surrender further into God's hands. The uncertainty you feel is not a void, but a canvas upon which God paints His wisdom, revealing pieces of your path that require faith rather than sight. Each doubt, each question, is a reminder that as a chosen one, your purpose is intertwined with God's timing. Through these feelings of uncertainty, you are invited to let go of control, to trust in God's timing even when it doesn't align with your own. This surrender isn't passive. It's an active release, an open acceptance that while the journey may be complex, God is holding each piece in His hands. Alongside these quiet reflections, there is often a calling to assess what you carry within you, your beliefs, attachments, and personal narratives. These inner possessions are not inherently negative, but they may weigh down your spirit, keeping you tethered to ways of thinking that no longer serve your higher purpose. God invites you to look within, not in judgment, but in curiosity, to recognize what aspects of yourself need refining. As you let go of attachments that once defined you, you make space for God to work more freely within you, opening doors to growth and understanding that were previously closed. This release is like a spiritual shedding, a necessary process that allows your spirit to breathe, grow, and align with God's higher vision for your life. As you release the burdens that once weighed you down, a new resilience emerges, one rooted in your connection with God. This resilience isn't about hardening against the world, but about softening to God's will, adapting to his guidance. It's the strength to remain grounded in faith amid chaos and the courage to move forward without knowing every answer. This resilience sustains you and quietly inspires others, showing them the power of trusting God even when you feel vulnerable. Throughout this journey, moments of isolation may arise where it feels as if few understand your path. Yet this solitude is not a punishment. It's a divine invitation to draw closer to God. In these moments, God sees the depth of your spirit in ways others cannot, urging you to seek His presence over worldly validation. Your strength to continue flows from this intimate relationship with God, nurtured in solitude. As you release what once weighed you down, a new, God-centered resilience emerges. This isn't about hardening yourself against the world. It's about yielding to God's will, becoming adaptable to His guidance. This faith-driven resilience gives you strength amid challenges and inspires those around you, demonstrating the power of trusting God even when you feel vulnerable. Moments of isolation may also arise on this path, but this solitude is not a punishment. It's an invitation to draw closer to God. Here, your connection with Him deepens, offering comfort beyond worldly validation. The strength to continue flows from this intimate relationship, nurtured in solitude. Releasing old burdens allows a God-centered resilience to emerge, grounded in trust and adaptability to His will. Solitude deepens your connection with Him, nurturing strength beyond worldly validation. In humility, you align with God's purpose, transforming each step into divine meaning, preparing you for a journey filled with purpose and divine guidance. In your journey as a chosen one, you've already encountered moments of isolation, doubt, and transformation. These moments may have left you with a deep desire to understand, to piece together why you were led down this path in the first place. Perhaps you've been searching for a sign, a confirmation that the sacrifices, the solitude, and the growth you've endured hold a greater meaning. You're not alone in these questions. This yearning for clarity is natural, especially as you feel drawn closer to a purpose that seems just out of reach. Each experience, each moment of struggle is guiding you towards something monumental. But what is it, and why now? You may have noticed changes in how you view the world, as if a veil has been lifted, revealing a reality others may not see or understand. Your surroundings may seem different. The people around you may react to you in unfamiliar ways, and perhaps you feel like an outsider, even among those closest to you. This isn't accidental. It's part of a shift, a transformation taking place within you, drawing you closer to understanding what it means to be a chosen one. You're no longer confined to the perspective you once had. Instead, you're being invited to see the world through a different lens, one aligned with the purpose God has set for you. Reflect on the subtle signs that have shown up along the way, the moments that felt like whispers from God, guiding you to look beyond the surface. Maybe it was a word someone spoke, an unexpected experience, or even a moment of silence that resonated deeply, leaving you with a sense that there's something more. These signs, seemingly small, are weaving together, leading you toward the revelation that awaits. They aren't coincidences. They are pieces of a divine puzzle, showing you glimpses of a truth that will soon unfold. This is part of the anticipation building within you, a call to pay attention, to listen closely, and to remain open to the message that God is preparing for you. You may still have questions, unresolved thoughts about why you feel so different, why this journey has been filled with unique challenges that only you seem to face. These questions are the doorways to deeper understanding, inviting you to reflect on the greater significance of the experiences you've had. Why does God seem to place these unique trials and transformative moments on your path? It's because each experience, each question, is preparing you for the revelation that's approaching. This journey is not about answering every question at once, but about guiding you step by step toward a clearer understanding of your divine calling. There's also a certain tension that arises from knowing you're on the edge of something transformative, yet still feeling that it's just beyond your grasp. This tension isn't a mistake. It's part of God's way of preparing your spirit for what's to come. The anticipation you feel is designed to deepen your connection with Him, to draw you into a state of readiness where your heart and mind are fully open to receive the clarity you seek. This stage of waiting, of wondering, is an invitation to connect with God on a deeper level, to let go of any remaining doubts and to trust fully in the path He has laid before you. Imagine for a moment that this journey, with all its challenges and moments of growth, has been leading you to a point where you will receive something truly life-changing. Think about how each sign, each struggle, each shift in perspective has shaped you into someone who is ready to embrace this truth. The preparation, though it may have felt heavy at times, was necessary to bring you to this place. It has refined your spirit, cleared away doubts, and set your heart in alignment with God's purpose. You're on the brink of a realization that will make sense of everything you've encountered along the way, a truth that will reveal the reason for your journey. As you reflect on the moments that have brought you here, a sense of excitement builds, as if you're on the edge of a new horizon, waiting for clarity to break through. This isn't merely about finding answers, it's about aligning with God's vision for you, stepping into a deeper understanding that brings peace and a sense of divine purpose. This anticipation is God's gentle reminder to stay present, hold on to faith, and remain open to the coming message. Each trial, every sign, and the solitude you felt were not random, but a preparation, leading you toward a purpose greater than imagined. Waiting is powerful. It allows trust to flourish. As you lean into this moment, know it's the sacred threshold where all experiences converge, preparing you for the truth that's about to be revealed in perfect timing. Through this journey, you've navigated layers of reflection, revelation, and deep understanding. You've faced solitude, grappled with questions, and felt profound shifts within. Each sign, challenge, and insight has brought clarity to your path. Every step has been purposeful, refining your heart, softening your doubts, and broadening your perspective. Now you stand on the brink of a monumental realization, one that will deepen your connection to both your purpose and to God, illuminating the reason for every experience you've encountered. Embrace this moment, for it holds the potential to transform everything. This journey has not been random. Every experience, every moment of uncertainty or isolation was woven with divine intent, designed to reveal what lies beyond the familiar boundaries of your life. You've been drawn forward, guided not by mere chance, but by the hand of God, toward an understanding that transcends the ordinary. And as you reach this pivotal point, it's important to recognize that you're not just walking a path, you are being transformed by it, prepared for a purpose uniquely yours. Now, let's shift to a deeper insight, one that goes beyond the journey you've experienced and into the very heart of your purpose. This purpose is not solely about what you can accomplish in this life, nor is it defined by the roles you play or the achievements you strive for. Instead, it is about embodying a deeper truth, a divine alignment with God that transcends all worldly definitions of success or validation. It is about becoming a vessel through which God's love, wisdom, and presence flow, impacting everything and everyone around you in ways that may be subtle but are profoundly transformative. Imagine for a moment that your purpose is not a single endpoint or destination, but a continuous state of becoming, a dynamic relationship with God that shapes who you are in every moment. This perspective shifts everything. No longer are you tasked with achieving a specific title or role. Instead, your purpose is to remain attuned to God's presence, allowing Him to guide you as each day unfolds. In doing so, your life becomes a testimony, not to your own abilities, but to God's power working through you. This is a purpose that doesn't demand perfection. It calls for openness, humility, and the courage to let God lead. In this alignment, the challenges you face take on a new meaning. They are not roadblocks, but divine refinements, opportunities to let go of what holds you back and to grow in ways that prepare you for greater responsibility. Every moment of difficulty, every doubt, and every setback becomes a tool that God uses to deepen your faith, strengthen your spirit, and bring you closer to Him. Instead of seeking a life free from hardship, recognize that your path, filled with its unique struggles, is designed to refine your character and bring you into closer communion with God. This insight answers many of the questions you may have carried. Why did certain people leave your life? Why did opportunities shift or close altogether? Why do you feel called to something different, something that may seem unclear or daunting? These experiences are not random. They are invitations to shed what no longer serves God's purpose for you. They are nudges from God, guiding you gently but firmly toward a path where you can more fully align with His vision. In this way, even loss or rejection becomes a divine rearrangement, a sacred clearing to make space for what is truly aligned with God's purpose for you. The anticipation you felt, that sense of something just beyond reach, is not about an answer in the traditional sense, but about an opening. It's the opening of a new perspective, one that transcends specific outcomes and focuses on your relationship with God. Think of this anticipation as an invitation from God to step fully into the present moment, to release the need for certainty and to trust that His guidance is constant and unwavering, even when the path feels unclear. This is where true peace and strength arise, not from controlling the journey, but from surrendering to it. As you step into this awareness, notice how it impacts your daily life. No longer are you weighed down by the need to prove yourself or to seek validation from external sources. Instead, you're invited to live each moment as an expression of God's love. This doesn't mean grand gestures. It's about the small, everyday choices, the patience you extend, the kindness you show, the compassion you cultivate. These are the ways in which your purpose becomes tangible, a quiet but powerful testament to God's presence within you. Your life, in this way, becomes a channel through which God's light flows, illuminating the lives of those you encounter. In these quiet moments of alignment, a sense of purpose fills you that transcends words. This is the clarity you've been seeking, not as a destination, but as a continuous unfolding. Each day, each interaction becomes an opportunity to live with God's guidance at the forefront, to let His presence shape your words, actions, and thoughts. There is no longer a need to chase after purpose because you are already embodying it with every step, every breath, every choice. This perspective also shifts how you view time and progress. No longer are you rushing toward an endpoint. Instead, you are moving in harmony with God's timing, trusting that everything unfolds exactly as it should. When challenges arise, they no longer feel like setbacks, but invitations to deepen your faith, to rely more fully on God's wisdom, and to grow in ways that prepare you for greater understanding. This is the rhythm of a life aligned with God, a life that finds peace, not in answers, but in the certainty of His presence. As you hold this awareness, allow the sense of anticipation to remain, not as a tension, but as an openness to what God will reveal next. Your journey as a chosen one is far from over. In fact, it is just beginning. Each day brings new insights, new opportunities to align more deeply with your purpose, and new ways to express God's love and light. The revelation you seek isn't a single moment, it's a lifetime of unfolding, a continuous deepening of your connection to God. This realization marks a turning point. It is an invitation to step forward, not in search of a final answer, but in a state of readiness, a willingness to embrace whatever God has in store. This is the essence of your journey as a chosen one, a journey that isn't about reaching a destination, but about becoming a living testament to God's purpose, a beacon of His light in a world that so deeply needs it. In aligning with God's purpose, you uncover a peace that settles your heart, a strength that endures beyond challenges, and a purpose beyond human understanding. This alignment draws you ever closer to the life God envisions, guiding each step with divine clarity. As you walk this path, you become a vessel of His light and love, living in harmony with His calling and bringing light, peace, and hope to the world around you. In moving forward from the insights shared, you may find yourself with a renewed sense of purpose and anticipation. The journey has prepared you, guiding you through layers of understanding, faith, and deep spiritual alignment. This path forward is not about returning to the familiar or standing still in what you have learned, but rather embracing the call to step into a life fully infused with God's purpose. Each step from here can be a manifestation of what you've discovered, a chance to live out the transformative insights with courage and conviction. With God's presence as your foundation, the path ahead offers unique possibilities for growth, expression, and connection with the divine. As you look ahead, consider the importance of daily alignment with God's will. Often, we think of purpose as a long-term vision, a destination in the distant future. But purpose, as you're learning, is not solely about where you are headed. It's about how you choose to walk each day. It's about waking up with a heart attuned to God, seeking His guidance in the small, everyday actions as much as in the grand decisions. Imagine beginning each morning not just with plans and tasks in mind, but with an openness to God's presence, asking, "How can I walk with you today?" This question, simple as it may seem, reorients your focus, grounding you in the realization that each day holds an opportunity to bring God's purpose to life. In this daily alignment, you allow room for God's Spirit to move within and around you. Your interactions with others take on new meaning. Your responsibilities become sacred, and even the routine moments become infused with divine intention. The people you encounter, the challenges you face, the choices you make, each becomes a part of your ongoing journey, a way to reflect God's love and wisdom in a world that is often in need of both. These everyday moments are chances to embody the purpose He has placed within you, not just for your own fulfillment, but to bring light to those around you. This is a path that requires intentionality, a readiness to listen to God's guidance even when it might disrupt your plans, and the courage to act in alignment with what you believe. Moving forward also means embracing the challenges that come your way as opportunities for growth. Spiritual growth, like any growth, involves moments of discomfort, times when you are stretched beyond what feels comfortable or predictable. Challenges invite you to deepen your trust in God, to find peace even when the path isn't clear. These difficulties are not signs of a mistake or a wrong turn. They are necessary stages in the journey. God allows these moments not to discourage you, but to equip you, to refine your character, and to teach you reliance on His strength rather than your own. This is where patience becomes a powerful spiritual tool. In a world that often values immediate results and quick solutions, learning to trust in God's timing can be one of the most transformative aspects of the journey. Patience teaches you to rely on God's wisdom over your own understanding, to accept that some answers unfold gradually. As you wait for clarity, doors to deeper insight and spiritual maturity open, revealing layers of purpose that you may have missed in haste. Embracing patience in your journey allows you to experience God's work in ways that quick resolution never could. As you continue, there will also be a call to let go of any remaining need for validation from the outside world. Living a life aligned with God's purpose means finding fulfillment in His approval, seeking satisfaction in knowing that you are walking the path He has chosen for you. This isn't about withdrawing from others, but about establishing an inner foundation so strong that it doesn't depend on external recognition. With this mindset, you are freed from the weight of comparison or the pressure to meet worldly expectations. Instead, you find a quiet confidence in God's love and affirmation, allowing you to be fully present in each step without the distraction of wondering how others perceive your journey. Another part of this path forward is learning to celebrate small victories and recognize progress, even when it feels subtle. Spiritual growth is often gradual, a series of small, steady shifts rather than sudden transformations. Each time you choose faith over doubt, compassion over criticism, humility over pride, you are taking steps forward. These choices may seem minor, but they accumulate into a life marked by God's presence. Celebrate these moments as they come, acknowledging that each small act of love, each decision to trust, and each moment of surrender is a testament to God working within you. Furthermore, this path invites you to cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, from what is uncertain to what is already aligned with God's purpose. It allows you to see the blessings in the process itself, appreciating the journey rather than merely the destination. Gratitude becomes a lens that helps you recognize God's hand in the details, seeing His guidance not only in the grand revelations, but in the quiet moments of connection and clarity. Practicing gratitude fosters a mindset of abundance, reminding you that even in times of waiting, there is beauty, growth, and purpose. As you deepen your spiritual journey, remember it is not a solitary path. God has placed you within a community of others seeking purpose, wrestling with questions, and striving for divine alignment. By sharing experiences and extending kindness, you become a source of encouragement and light, creating a ripple effect that spreads God's presence beyond what you may see. Setbacks and mistakes are part of the refining process. They don't separate you from God's purpose, but guide you closer to it. Embrace each step as an act of faith, living out a purpose that radiates God's light, love, and grace to the world. As we come to the close of this journey, remember that the insights shared here are a call to live with a deeper purpose, fully aligned with God's vision for your life. Walking the path as a chosen one is about finding strength and resilience in the divine connection that guides you, embracing each challenge as a stepping stone, and trusting that every experience brings you closer to fulfilling God's purpose. This path isn't always easy, but it is profoundly meaningful. Every moment, both joyful and challenging, has significance and shapes you into a beacon of light, love, and wisdom in a world that deeply needs these qualities. This message, though shared with you personally, isn't just for you alone. It's a call to join a broader community of chosen ones who, like you, are walking a path of spiritual discovery, growth, and divine alignment. Together, we form a powerful network of support and inspiration, each contributing to a larger purpose. As you found value here, consider sharing this video with others who might need this encouragement on their journey. By extending this message, you're not only helping others, but reinforcing your own commitment to a life of purpose and connection. If these insights have resonated with you, don't let this connection end here. Subscribe to the channel and become part of our community of chosen ones. Join us, share your insights, and grow together on this path. By engaging, you become part of a supportive community, lifting each other up and staying connected to God's vision. Every interaction deepens our bonds, creating a foundation of shared faith and purpose. Together, we're building something profound, a mission to bring light, hope, and God's love into a world in need. As chosen ones, we each play a unique role, creating a ripple of faith that reaches beyond what we see. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Buy Me a Coffee. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others walking the sacred path. By supporting, you become an important part of this mission, helping us spread light, wisdom, and guidance to those who need it most. Every donation allows us to reach more people and keep growing this powerful community of faith. Thank you for being part of our journey and for helping us uplift fellow chosen ones on theirs.